welcome everyone to the highlights show of the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. We're your hosts. My name is Angelika Valkova.
And I'm Fiona Steil-Anthony. Today is already round 7 of the event, and we will look forward to bring you all the highlights. Let's go!
Hello everyone and welcome to Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival. I'm joined by one of the players who finished already the game, Grandmaster Josep Lopez Martinez. Josep, you won your game. Congratulations. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I feel very, very good, yes. It was very complicated game because my opponent sacrificed pawn in opening. And he played very creative in the opening, and I think in some moment he had very good position, I think.
Before going into the game, let's remind our viewers the pairings for today's round. Who is facing each other? We see on the board 1 already, and on the board 3 there was a result. Xu Shanyu played a draw against Li Di. There were 2 leaders who had 5.5 points before this round. Also, we have Brewington Hardaway playing a draw against Timothée. And as we see also on one of the lower boards there, on the board number 7, you won the first decisive results in the top boards. And let's check quickly the standings before the round, how they were, to see the leaders who were in the top position. Okay, the draw has been played, so that's why Xu Shanyu and Li Di have both 6 points. And the player who has not yet finished his game is Jules Moussard, so anything can happen in those standings. But of course, very nice tournament. And so far, you also had good results, but some ups and downs. Let's talk first about your game and then about the overall tournament. So you were playing against Zihan Go. Coming into the round, how did you, approach playing against a lower rated opponent?
Okay, I tried to play complicated game because I saw he used to play Catalan against all the lines. So I tried to...
And he played Catalan. In Catalan, he's playing Catalan. Okay, great.
So I took the pawn.
Is it something that you usually do against Catalan, or you prepared this line?
Sometimes I take the pawn, but okay, it's very risky, of course. But sometimes if you want to try to win games, you have to risk, no?
Of course.
So and here, c6 and b5 is more or less normal.
a4, he's trying to break.
Yeah, bishop b7. And b3 is the normal move, yes, because he forget the pawn and he tried to play for activity, no, for the black squares.
Of course, he wants to break your pawn structure.
And here I was not sure. Okay, he took with queen, and here I was thinking, okay, another interesting move maybe, I'm not sure, instead of queen b3. Is to play knight d2.
To recapture on b3 with the knight.
Yeah. But I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe possible because it's not really. I cannot find a way for black to defend the pawn. So maybe it was possible. Also, I think computer agrees.
And now I had my. I was thinking too much because a6 is the normal move. But I was thinking before. I was thinking before move. Idea is to play a5, no? For me.
And create a protected path for
so I think he has to play a5, probably, and then me c5. And I thought this position, probably I would finally equalize.
Yeah, and also computer agrees. We see evaluation bar. So dear viewers, we don't see engine moves. We don't know the best moves here, but we see the evaluation bar and it shows around equal. So I guess
but the problem with this approach is difficult to play for win.
Yeah, and also his pawn is much more advanced on a5. Your pawn on b4 is probably a bit vulnerable, and you haven't finished development yet.
Probably at the end he will recover the pawn on b4 and it will be more or less equal, I suppose. But
so you decided to go for more
complicated,
a6. Computer doesn't like so much, but of course it's a practically good decision to make it more complex and difficult to play.
And now he played interesting move, rook d1. The other interesting move was knight e5. I don't
Just
know
to
if
attack the pawn on c6.
probably is move that likes computer, no? 95. Because if I take on e5, probably this position is easier to play for him because
Because of this pawn?
yeah, and
more
because
space.
yeah, for example, okay, if I get to finish the development, then okay, position is interesting, but maybe I don't have enough time to finish the development.
Also not so much space, yeah, because f6 is taken, so you have to first develop the bishop, but where do you develop it? Because it looks like the only square for bishop and the knight is on e7. And if you develop on c5, then maybe queen c2 or something, and then there is a pressure on the c file. Yeah, not so easy. But he went for rook d1, so maybe he...
Maybe rook d1, okay, rook d1 in some lines is threatening 95, but I'm not sure. I played knight f6, no? And here he played interest. Okay.
Every move is interesting somehow.
Here, so here computer doesn't like position, no? After rook d1 for him.
Yes, rook d1 and knight c3, apparently.
Computer doesn't like knight c3. Probably computer prefers 95, no? Here.
Yes, and also it was like 95 was better in the previous position, rook d1, looking at the evaluation bar.
I think it's the plan in general to play 95 because okay, maybe you are afraid to play 95 because you think if this pawn on e5 is weak, but at the end, at the other side, you have too much activity, and you, for example, if you get to play knight c3, 94, 96 is very disturbing.
Yes, when pawn is on e5, of course.
Yeah.
So you're getting this very important squares, but he went knight c3, just calmly developing, but you're up a pawn. I think it's a bit tricky.
And now I don't know. Now I was thinking too much because I was not sure how to play.
12 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah, because I mean the normal move seems bishop e7, no? To finish the development. But bishop e7, I'm not sure about 95. Because if, for example, if I take on e5 and knight d7, he can play knight e4 probably.
And now knight is entering on d6.
Yeah, it's
as you mentioned before.
Disturbing position.
Yeah, very tough here.
And so bishop e7, I was not sure. And the other move, for example, I wanted to play something like queen b8, but then I don't like bishop f4.
Oh.
Bishop d6, take and e4.
Oh no.
Yeah, sometime.
And then he has so much space in the center. e5 is coming.
Yeah. So I don't know what is the best move for me. I played queen b6. I don't know if it's good.
Computer doesn't like it.
So there are one move better, no?
Yes, I mean bishop e7. At least it was saying around equal when you're looking, but there should be a better
before or something like this.
So now before, yeah. By the way, before, you see evaluation didn't change.
Yeah, I thought before a5. I think because if he doesn't play a5, I play a5, and I think it's easy. And now I don't know if I have to play c5 or
Computer says yes. c5.
I was not sure about this position, but maybe
one more time. I mean, he finished development, and pawn on b4 could be taken any time. So again, you try to complicate, right, with queen b6.
No, the problem I didn't evaluate well before. I thought after b4 and c5, I thought he could play some slow move. I don't know, like
bishop.
Okay, maybe now I'm threatening bishop f3, no? Bishop takes f3.
Oh, now yes.
No, I thought take on c5. Because bishop f3 is not good, I think, no?
I don't know.
No, because there are c6.
Because there's c6 there is going to be, okay.
But probably bishop c5, no?
And now again, bishop f3 is a threat.
Probably this is good.
Yeah, probably it would be better line, but let's return more.
Enter deep in this position, yes.
Let's go further in the game because there is more.
Yeah.
So e4 was played in the position. He's trying to get a lot of space in the center.
I think in this position probably 95 again, no?
95, yeah. Again, this 95. In all positions, 95 is working. What is this? But yeah, 95 is very typical, especially if someone who is playing Catalan, who should, of course, always calculate, but maybe he didn't like something, so we don't know. Queen b6 was played. Okay, you played queen b6, e4 now. And now, finally, you finish the development.
I played bishop b7. Here I did mistake, I think, because he played bishop e3. And now I did not understand. I understood. I played knight g4 very quickly, but knight g4 is very bad move. No, I did not understand. I can castle simply instead of, because d5 I don't think is big threat. For example, no, instead castle. Later, after playing knight g4, I was thinking, and
you realized you should have castled.
Because d5, I think both knight c5 or bishop c5 are good. Probably bishop c5 is better, but
not to get into the pin probably. But also knight c5 is attacking the queen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, knight c5 likes. The engine likes more knight c5. So
and if he takes on c5 and on e6, I cannot believe black is not very good here, because f2 is hanging, and
you're also not forced to take here. So also, once you take on f2, suddenly e4 will be weak. So
okay. Here I have to play well, of course. If not, he will play knight g5 or something.
But you missed this and you went for knight g4.
And here he played this move is very strong, bishop g5. Yes, very strong.
So now he doesn't want you to castle.
But computer doesn't like bishop g5.
Yeah, computer says. I mean, it's like computer says knight g4 was not a mistake. Maybe you had to return. No, but then there is e5, right?
Yeah, now I play queen, because the problem now, if I take on g5, he's treating sacrifices on e6, for example, castle, knight e6.
And so many triple attacks.
Yeah. So and if I take a knight f6, if I take on g5 and knight f6. Probably he can sacrifice again on e6 and later e5
and just just opening up. Okay, so
I thought bishop g5 was a strong move. I think.
And what happens if you return back, or it's not good?
Probably
e5?
e5 and knight e4, no?
Okay. So queen d8 was played.
Queen d8 probably is only move, no?
Yeah, let's go further. What happened later? Because later there was even more interest.
No, it's not only move. No.
Computer finds a lot of things. Okay, we don't have to focus on that.
So take, and h3 is normal, no?
Yes, everything is normal.
Okay, this position, I think he's better, but. Maybe it's not so easy to show how to, because okay, he played knight e4 is normal, castle, knight, and now I think this move I play knight b6, knight db6. I think it's more or less logical, no?
Yes, you're trying to occupy on the light squares,
and I want to try to change the knight on. So
on d6.
He played a5. Normal, knight c8 and knight e4. This is good, no? He's playing against my knight on c8. And now I have to play this is the only plan to put the knight on c8, on e7, the rook on d8, and the bishop on c8.
And that's what you're making, right? Rook on d8 and bishop on c8.
Yeah. And here,
But still has a lot of space.
yeah. The problem he has a bit time trouble in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So finally he played bishop h3, I think. And
B4?
in some moment, okay, I tried to play b4 for complicated game. And here I played knight f5, no?
Yes.
And okay, knight d3 seems normal. Okay, the problem he cannot take the pawn on a6 because I have rook a8 at the end of the line.
Wait, which pawn he cannot take?
And knight takes a6 when the knight was on c5.
That was the problem. Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. So okay, so he stepped back. He wants to take on b4, but you're defending.
The problem I'm threatening queen b5 now, and this probably is losing advantage. Now probably I'm better. Yes, after queen b5.
So he had to stop queen b5 somehow, but it's also not easy. Like how?
Yeah.
Not easy to stop. So you found this very nice plan, and now looks like you're just up a pawn.
Now he has some problems. Yes, and few time in the clock.
So you're winning another pawn. He's getting one pawn back.
Okay, probably it used to. I thought it would be equal, probably, but of course it's easier for me because I have pawn advantage.
Yes, of course, but also bishop on c8 is not so active. Okay, let's go forward. So what happened? What was the final mistake from him?
No, he missed one tactic now after.
Okay.
He played queen b3 and he missed knight d5.
Oh, and the rook.
If he takes on b5, I take with pawn on b5. No. If he takes bishop b5, I
you're
take
taking
cb5 and the rook cannot.
And the rook trapped. Wow. And so what? He has to take with the rook on b5.
Yeah, but now is.
But now you're just having two passers.
Now it's easy. Yeah.
Wow.
And he has problems on d4.
Yeah, this is like isolated pawn, so to say, because it's so far away, and you're just pushing the pawns.
And here I took here, and he resigned. Yes,
wow.
Because rook c3 is only move, but then a5, a4, and.
Yeah, of course, and a very nice game. I mean, very nicely converted from you. Congratulations.
Okay,
tell
you.
shortly to me. I mean, this game was, so to say, masterclass, which you already also did during the event, the society event, a couple already or a few.
Yeah.
So tell us more about the masterclasses that you did. I mean, how useful and it was for people. What did you share to them? Which topics were there?
In my 2 masterclasses.
Yeah. So your game was masterclass, and also you did masterclasses at Sunway Sitges.
No. First in first masterclass, I was showing my game on second round, and the topic was how to think, how grandmaster think in chess. Yes,
process of thinking.
Yeah, process of thinking. Yes.
So tell us the secret of how grandmasters think.
Okay, I think grandmasters in general are not. They don't do magic. They don't do incredible moves, but they used to play very. They used not to do mistakes. Yeah. They play all the game at the same level. This is, I mean, all the players. All the players now. For example, my roommate was playing yesterday with a 19 player.
1900.
Yeah. And this player played like 2 or 3 moves of grandmaster in the game. For example, in one ending he played one move incredible. So I think people in general is able to play
like grandmasters.
Yeah.
But just not consistent.
Yeah. They don't play all the game at this level. They play. I mean, it's similar, for example, to cycling.
Cycling. Huh?
Yeah, one player can win one day, but to be up, you have to be all the days.
Wow, it's very instructive.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Josep. Now we know how Grandmaster thinks, so now we have to try to be more solid and play as many moves as possible as Grandmaster, not to make so many mistakes. So, dear viewers, try to think and improve your play. Thank you so much,
okay,
Josep Lopez Martinez, or Super Lopez. Thank you for this beautiful interview and also showing your game. And we wish you best of luck in the next round.
Okay, thank you very much. I want
Yes.
to say last thing.
Of course.
I want to recommend all people to come to this tournament. I think this is the best tournament I played in general. I played several times here in Sitges. It's incredible tournament. The city is incredible. The beach, the playing hall. And this tournament is doing activities every day, lessons, another
fun activities, cooking and so
cooking,
on.
yes. I think it's the best. I know. This is the only tournament I know where is all these kind of things. And for players in general, it's very good because they have food, they have drinks,
Of course.
they have everything in the playing hall. So it's
Basically heaven for chess players, dear viewers. Please come
Yeah.
to Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival next
And
year.
there are blitz tournaments too.
There are so many tournaments. There are so many master classes.
Yeah. So I recommend to everybody to play this tournament.
Huge
Yeah,
recommendations for our
Yeah,
dear viewers. Thank you so much one more time, Joseph. Thank you for
thank
this.
you.
And dear viewers, now we're heading to Fiona in the analysis room.
Hello and welcome. I'm delighted to be joined by international master Thibaut Dudunian. I completely butchered your name, Dudunian. Thank you so much for joining us again. You joined Angelica after round 4 when you beat Naranayan. Now 7 rounds have been played. Today you drew against Tom de Cunière from France. Tell us a little bit before we go to the game, how have the last few rounds been for you?
So I won on round 4, and should I hold it?
I will hold it.
Okay. I won on round 4, and then I lost on round 5. Very tough game. He played very well. And yesterday I had a very tough game as well against a young girl from Uzbekistan, around 2100. It was a crazy game. And but yeah, eventually I won. And today pretty wild game too. I mean, it was a bit short in a number of moves, but it was very interesting game, and so far I'm pretty happy with this tournament.
Is it different for you when you play an opponent from the same country? You maybe know each other a little bit, or do you manage to put that aside and just take it as any other game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit different, especially because in France usually people know I have a YouTube channel, and they will look on my YouTube channel the games I played. So I have to be a bit careful when I prepare. What did I show or not on this? And yeah, I mean, I played him this summer already. He's a quite strong player. But beside that, I wouldn't say that much. It's just we know each other more. So for the preparation, it's a bit different, I would say.
I didn't know actually that you make content as well. Can you tell us a little bit about it? When did you start, and what kind of content do you make?
Yeah, so I have a channel with 2 friends. It's called Les Fous du Sud, and it's a channel where we comment our games. So one player is 1900, one player is 2100, and one player is me. And we have Road to the Mill, Road to FM, Road to GM. So the point is we comment the 3 of us together, and it's good to have 3 points of view. So it's basically just game reviews, but yeah, we have been doing this for 2 years now, and we enjoy it.
I'll have to check it out. I really like the concept. Yeah. And well, today you already mentioned a very interesting game against Tom. Yeah. Take it away.
Yeah, so I play d4. I always play d4. And he played the Caro-Kann. It is what I expected. He can also play the Neichdorf, but okay, I mostly expected Caro-Kann. I went for the advanced variation. Here he plays c5. Usually he plays bishop f5. I already had a game against him in this line, but I saw in the database that he played recently c5, so I also prepared this move. So I took e6. And here I play a surprise, because usually I play bishop d3. I have games in the database with bishop d3 and as well on the YouTube channel. But I decided to go for an idea that I discovered recently. And so one of my friends, which is also in the YouTube channel, helped me prepare. So he prepared this morning this idea with queen h5. It's a very rare move, but the point is to try to develop the pieces without blocking the queen. So first you get the queen and then you develop the pieces. So he took the pawn on c5, which makes sense. I went bishop d3. And here when knight c6, also critical is queen b6 to attack this immediately, would make sense, but he went knight c6, knight f3.
Do you feel you surprised him? Could you tell from his reaction that he was surprised by queen h5?
Definitely, queen h5, he spent almost 30 minutes after this move, so usually after move 5 it's not something that will happen. It's a very rare move that was played in the computer games mainly, and I saw it on the YouTube channel of Matthew Sadler. I don't know if you know, it's called Silicon something. And so I saw this idea, so it was very interesting, so I decided to study this with my friend, and so he went knight c6, which is logical, knight f3, and he supposed to go knight b4 because he needs to remove this bishop, but he didn't. He played knight e7, and now I think I have a nice position. I played c3 to remove this. Played a6, which makes sense. He wants to give a square for the bishop, a castle. He played knight g6. And here, I went for b4. I mean, it's not necessary. I didn't know exactly what to play here. I knew I was a bit better, but I had no much more references here. But I remember the game where Black played knight e7 in this position, and from a hammer with white. And I remember he has to play like this with white. But he played a6 first. It was smart actually because like this he can get directly this bishop here. So I went b4. He played bishop a7. I went a4. And he played queen c7, which makes sense. He wants to attack my pawn. I give him. And he played bishop d7. And here is a very critical moment. So we actually spent a bit of time analyzing with Tom after the game this position because we are not sure what white is supposed to do.
What were your candidate moves?
So here my first candidate move, and which I played, was b5, and also I was considering knight f3. But knight f3, actually he told me he wanted to castle, which looks very dangerous to me, but turns out actually he can, because if I go for this sacrifice idea, then at the end he will attack f2 as well. So actually it's probably holdable for black, and then he wants to
It's crazy. I would never think that black can castle.
Me neither. I mean, he told me after the game, but I was never considering that black would castle in all my pieces, but he wants to play like this, protect, and maybe f6, and then it's not so clear. But I went b5 because I thought I saw a strong idea, because my point, if he takes, was not to take back, but to play knight f3 now. So my knight can go in and try to attack his queen, and went for check here. But I underestimated his move here. In this position he played knight a5, which is good. And now my knight has trouble to come in. He has to protect c3. So I went bishop a3, went for a little trick, because you could see knight a4 is winning a piece, but I have queen g5, straight mates, and the knight. So
nice trick, but he's a little too strong probably, but it might work against.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, it's also a useful move because I want to put the bishop on d6, but of course he played bishop c5 to stop this. And now I went queen g4. So my point is to try to first to stop this move, and then to try to push the h-pawn to get this knight.
At this point of the game, where did you think this king was going to end up?
Yeah, I didn't know, because I thought if he castle short, he will not be safe. Castle long will not be safe either. And in the center, he can also. So he has a good position with his pieces, and he probably will win material in this side of the board. But on the other hand, his king is a bit weak. So I was pretty confident in this position. So he went knight b3, and here I took on c5. So my point is, I'm not very worried if he takes my rook, because this bishop is just going to be too strong. Then I can start attacking with queen g5, h4, h5, so etc. So, but of course he took my bishop. So there is a rook here, attacking my bishop. And here, if I don't want to lose material, I can take here, but then I won't have any attack. So I decided, I can just give all my queen sides. I went bishop c2, and I want to start running the h-pawn. So he took. And h4. And this is really interesting actually, because now it's hard for him to castle, because if he's opening this side, it's hard to long castle. But he played a good move here. He played h5, which I underestimated in the beginning, because his point is if I keep the queen on the g5, either here or here, he's going to go knight e4. And I can win the pawn back, but his pieces will be very active. For example, something like this, and the knight will hold everything. So I was not fan of this. So I went in this position. I went queen d4.
Did you feel a little under pressure, or how were you evaluating?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I was feeling under pressure. I mean, I know I'm losing a bunch of pawns, but it's just that I missed this knight e4. So I was trying to. Okay, I knew this king was always weak, so I had something to play for. And also we were starting to be a bit low on time, less than 30 minutes, so everything could happen, I thought. It took. It took. I went knight a3, a7. Here knight g5. I think it's important for him not to allow castle, because I won this. And he went b5. So, okay, this makes sense. He wants to try to control the square. I went with b1. And here we thought after the game that if he goes here, actually, maybe I can play c4. Try to open everything.
And if b4?
If b4, then I will still take. Because if he takes, I will take, and take on c5. And the king is still very weak. So, okay, it was not clear at all, but it was interesting to try to open the position. So he went... Actually, he went knight b3 here, which makes sense. He's trying to rotate one pawn back, but of course I don't really want to take, because this bishop is very useful to control this square for the knight. So I went queen b4. Having a little trick in mind, if he goes here to try to trade, I'll take like this. And if he takes my queen, I take. But he went the other way. He went queen a5. So also I had an idea in mind. Maybe I can try to play this, and let's say move here, just to show an idea. So just want to show this position. I had an idea in mind. If he plays knight e5 in this kind of position, with my queen defended, I can take and e6. And discovery on the queen, but the queen has to be defended. Yes. And if he takes, then I check first, and then I take that.
Little Zwischenzug.
Yeah, I was trying to make
nice
this
idea.
But he saw me coming, of course. So he went queen a5, queen a4, and I went rook f8. If he plays knight a5 now, his queen is not hanging, but I will still. I'm still missing the bishop. I will still take, and e6. And his king is going to be wide open, so it's not good for him.
Very scary.
Yeah. So he went for this move actually, and I didn't know really how to continue, so I just went for repetition. Yeah, in this position, we repeated like this. But we were thinking, can I maybe playing queen g5, try to hold the game alive? But actually, he told me he had a strong idea. He can sacrifice the exchange, and then g6, and try to trap this bishop.
Maybe now finally castle queenside.
Even he can do this with his king. And now in the center, I don't have so much pieces to attack him. So actually it will be very dangerous for me, in my opinion. So yeah, I just went for the repetition.
Do you feel you were both satisfied in the end with the draw, with the time ticking down and such a tense game, or was one of you more disappointed than the other?
No, I think we were both quite happy with the result. I mean, I had the initiative, but I had also 2 pawns down, so usually that's what happens when you have initiative but material down. You will just have enough compensation, but not more, and that's what happened in the game. No, I thought in the opening it went fine, because I knew he had to play knight b4, so when I play c3 I know I'm better, but I couldn't find exactly why, so I'm not too disappointed, I would say. So, yeah, good game overall.
Yeah, and you mentioned the opening again, and I was curious, you mentioned you prepared with one of your friends from the channel. How much time do you invest in your preparation?
So usually I will spend 2 to 3 hours, I would say. Maybe 1 hour the night before to just check my files and make everything in order. And then 2 to 3 hours to learn stuff and to also analyze. And so he's helping me in that sense, because when I need to analyze stuff, I can just let him analyze, and then I will start to learn stuff, because it's really hard to learn and analyze both at the same time. So yeah, usually 2 to 3 hours, I would say, for one day.
And in here, are you here on your own? Are you here with friends?
So yeah, we went with friends. So I'm here with Gabriel, which is not playing, he's just coming. And Sébastien Midou, which is also a French player that I know for a very long time. And one student of my chess club, Rodrigue, a small kid, 15 years old. And yeah, we took him. And also Bastien in the B tournament, another student of mine. So we are here at 6.
With a nice group.
Yeah.
And your little student, do you also spend time during the tournament working with him, or are you just focusing on yourself?
What do you mean? Sorry?
Your student, you said. Do you also spend some time checking his game?
Of course, I will help him prepare if he needs or analyze. I mean, we all analyze together at home, so that's really nice. We can just share our ideas and have a good moment overall. So yeah, of course I will. I mean, I'll mostly focus on my tournament, but if I can always give him some... I'm following him since a long time, so I already give him a lot of material to work by himself. So, yeah.
Very nice. And a final question. 7 rounds have been played already. It's quite a long tournament, still 3 rounds to go. How are your energy levels?
I'm fine. I mean, the rest day always help in this kind of tournaments, which is nice because it's not something usually you will have in nowadays tournaments. Most tournaments nowadays you actually have 2 rounds per day, and it's really exhausting. But here, yeah, you have time to do other things than chess and rest.
How did you spend the rest day?
So the rest day, it was a bit unfortunate. We were planning to go Barcelona, but we got a flat tire, so we couldn't go. It's very unlucky. So we just had a nice time in Sitges, went for a restaurant, just some shopping. I'm with my girlfriend here, so we spend a bit of time sunset, shopping, etc. That's all.
Very nice. That sounds like a perfect rest day.
Yeah, it is nice.
Thibaut, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck for the last 3 games.
Thank you very much.
And we are going to go back to Angelica in the studio.
And welcome back. Thank you so much, Fiona, for this beautiful interview. We have with us the Grandmaster from Iran, Mehdi Gholami. Mehdi, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
How did it go today? I mean, you're now, by the way, one of the co-leaders of the tournament.
Yeah. Yes. I'm really super happy because last tournament that I played against this player was in Ellerberg like 10 days ago. He beat me also as white, so I got my revenge. I'm really super happy.
You got your revenge for sure. And as we have seen, by the way, let's take a look at the pairings for this round, because we have some other results for today. Because Jules Moussard also won his game, and now he's another co-leader. So on the first board we have Shushan Yu drawing with Slidi, and Jules also won. So now all 4 of you are co-leaders. There is also a huge pack of players with 5.5 points. I think everyone is getting ready for those final rounds, and most likely we will see some tie breaks at the end. At least it looks like this. Your game today was very nice one, and please let's take a look at it and go through it. What would be your first highlight in the game? How was the preparation? Did you fully prepare, or how did the opening one?
The opening, actually, the idea was from my coach. I just checked it before the game, because I also played the rapid tournament this morning, so I didn't have that much time.
Oh, so you're participating in all
the events.
Oh, very nice.
So this idea was from my coach Puya Idani. So it was interesting idea, and I knew my opponent was playing this like E4 C3 all-up-in system. So I kind of prepared this line. So knight f6 is really interesting. The idea is that I want to take the pawn on d5 with the knight. So you can just defend it with c4, but it's not good. Like I can play e6. I will get breaking and bishop. My pieces are really in good square. So a knight c3, I can just take on d5. So
and then
I have a good position, because the pawn on d2 is kind of weird on the. So the best story is to play queen a4 check, which he played, knight d7. And then here, for example, let's say c4, I have b5 idea, which is really interesting. Like queen takes b5, I will play rook b8, queen a4. My idea is to play.
Looks like some kind of Benko or Volga type of sacrifice.
Yeah, I am playing e6, and this structure is really interesting. But position is not that easy for white, because white will be surprised after b5, and I have so many threats like bishop b7, bishop d6, castle. I have some idea knight e5, knight g4, so I have a really good compensation.
And his pawn on d2 is just restricting the bishop from develop, also to the pawn to b2.
Yeah, I'm sacrificing 2 pawns, but I have a good compensation. So queen b3 is the best choice. I played g6, knight f3 is normal, bishop g7, bishop e2, castle, and b6. I knew the theory until here. He played d4. I know that there is possibility like c4 first. I think is the best choice.
Is there e6 again, or because of the
e6? Again, my idea to play bishop b7, e6, and then same idea like knight g4, knight e4, or knight h5. In this position, I have knight h5 idea because I want to open diagonal for my bishop, like knight f4. This kind of idea is possible. So I think the theory. Like c4, bishop b.
c4, bishop b7.
Bishop b7, e6. What was
now it's white to move.
Like knight c3.
Knight c3, e6.
E6 takes. What was the theory? Like
d3, or it's
d3 is also possible.
Or d4.
But there
d4, maybe bishop f3 is there.
But there are some idea. But there was a line I am right now, because I checked really quick before the game. I'm not sure, but there was like knight h5.
d4 is the first move. According, also d3 is possible. But
yeah, I know d4 takes knight c5, queen d1, queen e7. I know this story. Now and then I will play some knight h5 idea. Here knight h5. Yeah, this was my prep. And then takes g takes, queen e7. That's what my prep.
Sorry, where do you take?
Bishop takes, g takes, something like this. This is was my preparation. That's it.
Opening up the f and g files against the kings and just attack. Wow. In the style of also yesterday's game, how you attack. So far, looks like a very strong start of the second half of the tournament.
Yes.
Okay, so d4 he went for.
D4, but I think after d4 it's equal, because I played bishop b7. So now he cannot play c4, because I can just take d4, knight takes d4, knight d5. So this position, knight takes d5.
Knight takes. yes,
because the knight on d4 is hanging. I have preparation until like c takes d5, bishop takes d4.
It's earlier, or
after c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight takes d5, takes.
It's all preparation.
Yeah, knight c3. Knight c5, queen c4, bishop takes c3, queen takes d5, bishop f3, knight e4, and this position is equal. Like queen e3, I think something goes to the opposite color bishop. Like bishop takes e4. This is just no. Bishop takes e4. No, maybe queen e3. This is I know this position is equal. That's it. So. What he played?
You're showing such a long line. It's already move 17, and you said you didn't have much time for preparation because of rabbit.
I just checked like 1 hour something.
Okay, so 1 hour is not so much, yeah.
But he played bishop c4. I didn't know this move, so because I checked, this d4 idea was not good option, and then d4 the bishop c4. I didn't check, so I knew this line is not the best option for white, so I knew I had something here. But I think about 20 minutes here, and I played knight e4.
20 minutes, oh really? Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, complex position, you have to know what to place. Knight
yes,
e4?
Knight e4, my idea...
What did you calculate?
Yes, knight e4, my idea is to play... because first I couldn't take on d4. If I take on d4 instead of knight e4, he could take he could take and then knight with the knight, because now I have knight c5 with the tempo.
Oh,
and then
so he
bishop
has to take with a pawn.
and then he has this c3 square for the knight, so he can defend the d5 pawn easily. So I don't want to allow him to play knight c3. So I just played knight e4 first, and my idea is to bring my other knight to f6. And sometimes I have this knight d6 idea. So I'm putting pressure on d5, and his pieces already on like c1, b1, a1. So
very passive.
Very passive. I have a good compensation. I think I will take the d5 pawn eventually. What he played, rook e1, knight f6. That was my idea. So, and then what he played was knight d2. I think my opponent was calculating only knight takes d2, which was his mistake. I'm not forced to take on, because he
was
thought,
thinking knight d2.
And then he was thinking maybe he takes and then take on d5. But he can take on c4. He can take on c5. So I have to take first d4. First d4, and then I was taking with the knight. He will take with c takes d4, knight takes d4.
Sorry, I was a knight. Oh, sorry, on d4.
Yes, d4 and then knight takes d4.
And knight d5.
And then here maybe bishop g5, rook d1. White will be
there
very
are
good.
Too many pieces
yes.
in the position.
So this position, I mean, white pieces are really active. So I'm not forced to take. So I just play knight d6.
Makes a lot of sense to keep pressure.
Yes,
and, again, his pieces are passive.
Yes, because he can't move his queen. He can't move his bishop because d5 is hanging.
Also, knight is not possible to move.
Yeah, I'm threatening to take on c4 and then take the d5 pawn, and I have two strong bishops. So he played bishop f1, and then bishop takes d5. I think it was really good, because now c4 I will just go back. So the knight on d2, you can kind of see there is no square for the knight. So he has always this problem. There is no square, like the knight is stuck, so it's blocking the bishop. So his pieces are really passive. So what he played, a4. He tried to, I think, to do something in the game, because his pieces are really passive. Yes,
and maybe it's a moment to bring rook somehow.
Yeah, somehow, and then he's trying to play a5 to break the structure. So I just take, and then e5. So my idea after take the e5 is to get some control on the center, and also this e5 point allow me to play some e4 all the time. I'm controlling everything.
So knight b5 looks logical.
Yes, and then I played knight f5. I didn't want to exchange. I want to keep my knight. And then I'm trying to play knight d4 idea. Like first I'm playing a6 to keep the knight, and then knight d4 is really a strong output.
And what happened, yeah?
Yes, exactly. a6, and then knight d4. He can't take with the queen because of knight c2. Yes, so I can take and then knight c2.
Yes, take first.
Yes. So he has to go to the knight.
He has
queen
to
d1. Yes.
Go back.
And then I just took a5.
So I'm sorry to interrupt. Just looking at your beautiful knights, at your beautiful bishops, and then his light pieces. This is not good.
And I was calculating all these moves, like when I played e5. So
at this moment, you were calculating all the
variations. Yes, because it was kind of forced, like e5, and then here I was calculating b takes a5. He cannot take on e5 because I have always knight g4. Double attack on rook on e5, because if he take on g4, e5 is still hanging, and my idea is to play queen h4. So if you just move the rook, I have queen h4 and it's over.
There is no way to stop.
Yeah, h2 and f2 is hanging. So
crazy, like how your knights are jumping like beasts in the position.
Yeah.
So he went knight b3, hoping that you would trade some pieces.
I played rook b8. I think practical this move is really great, because I'm threatening to take on b3. If he takes with the queen, I have bishop takes g2.
So tactics.
Yes. And also I'm allowing my bishop to play. I'm free this a8 square for my bishop, because after knight a5 I have bishop a8, and I have a good file on b2, because he cannot move the bishop. This b2 pawn is always hanging. So it's kind of practical. I don't know, I didn't check with the engine, but it was really good over the board.
As we can see, the evaluation bar confirms, so everything is correct.
And he couldn't take on d4 because he takes d4, and there is no score for the knight, so it's really bad.
So even here
yes,
takes and
then
the knight is...
and I have a good pawn on d4.
So he took on a5, bishop a8 happened, and here rook e5.
Rook e5 I think was...
this is what we discussed earlier.
Yes.
We cannot go rook
I
e5.
just played very fast, like knight g4. Like 3 minutes, I thought he saw something, but I was sure there was no rook e5 because of knight g4 idea. And rook g5, so it's obviously bad for white, because look at the rook on g5. I just played f5 and then
rook is trapped.
Rook is trapped.
Wait, was it yesterday? I think yesterday. Did Brewington trap the queen or something?
No, knight. I trapped the knight on h3.
Yes, and you trapped the rook now.
Right. So here I think I have a very good position. I was after f5. I was really comfortable in the game. So he has to play very precisely and accurate. I think there is no chance. Here, as Engine says, I played some incredible 95. Engine suggesting bishop e5.
Yeah, engines, nowadays they see all these nuances in the position.
I was not sure about this move.
Yeah. Okay, of course.
I didn't want to allow him to play rook takes g4, and then.
So you were valuing your knight so much you didn't even.
The rook is already bad. Why I should have exchanged my with the knight? So the rook
knight looks logical to remove, not to allow.
Because the rook is already out of the game. Now my idea is to take on c4. He cannot take on d4 because of the discover check on f3. So now the rook is hanging. The pawn
everything is hanging.
Yeah, he cannot move. Like there is no idea. He just played king h1. So he kind of want to force some exchange or do something.
Force a resignation.
He has like every piece is in the game, but he hasn't. He doesn't have any move. I just take and then took on d5. I was really happy with my position because the rook is out of the game. I have a good knight on d4.
You're just dominating this position.
So what he played rook g3. I just play f4. Now I just block the diagonal for the bishop. Bishop cannot come to the game, and then he can't play rook d3 because c4 is hanging.
Oh.
So, and then there is no rook g4 because g5 is still the rook is trapped. Yes, so he cannot do anything. Rook c3 was, I think, one of the choice, but I think overall it's very bad for white. And then I played queen h4. So I saw this move, so I'm improving my position, also kind of attacking and with the tempo because f2 is hanging. And I saw if he played rook a5, I have rook f5 idea. So this rook a5 is bad. And he played in the game, and I played rook f5.
Rook f5. Sorry, rook f5.
So now I have some rook h5 idea. The f2 is still hanging. He cannot move the knight because of still discover check on g2. Saying rook, I will take the rook. So what he played f3. F3 is of course is bad because the king is weak. I have so many mating idea like knight takes f3, rook h5. I don't know, so many threats. So I just play rook e8 first.
Just improve your position.
Yes,
need to rush. Yeah.
And my idea is to play rook e1, and I'm kind of forcing him to play bishop g2. Bishop d2, and then the bishop is blocking the queen. So, and then I played knight b5. So here it was crazy, because if he moved the rook like to c1, I'm playing bishop to d4. So my idea is to play queen f2, and also queen takes h2, rook h5. So it's kind of forced me. Like if he play h3, I have queen f2.
Yes,
so
and
he
if he
cannot
plays
move.
Any other move, let's show it's very beautiful. It doesn't matter which move. Takes
and then rook h5, checkmate.
This is a checkmate you usually do when you do like puzzle rush or something.
And
So rook b5.
and then if he played rook c2 instead
sorry.
of yes. So now if I play bishop d4, h3, I can't play this.
Queen f2. It's not possible. Yeah?
Yes, it's not possible. Whatever. Yes, because bishop e3. So.
Oh, nice.
But I can play like easily queen to
G3?
G3. Yes, my idea is to play rook h5, rook takes h3. It's forced checkmate. I think no moves to stop this idea, and also bishop takes f3. Everything come together. So. No hope for white.
No hope and no way to defend.
No point, yeah,
there
yeah.
are no squares for rooks, to defend somewhere.
Yes.
All your pieces are occupying the squares.
Yes.
So he took on b5.
I just
trying.
Yes. Knight d6, knight rook h5, h3 is forced, and then rook d8. I mean here everything is losing for white. And then he played rook c7. I don't know what was that. What was?
I don't know. He wanted maybe
he
to
just
take your
played one
bishop.
move.
Try.
So, and then rook takes d6 happen in the game. Bishop b4, and then queen f2. Same again. I'm trying to play rook takes h3. Bishop takes f3.
Ah, yes, again, of course.
If he took my rook, I just rook takes h3 is over. Bishop.
Yes, the game over with this.
Yes, and then bishop takes f3 is coming.
So he gave a check.
And then rook
Yes,
and then king e6.
No more checks, and checkmate is
yeah,
coming.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible! Very, very beautiful game.
Thank you.
Very beautiful victory. And okay, now you're one of the co-leaders. How do you feel? I mean, it's like already 7 rounds has passed, so 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, I hope I can. I play like these games. I'm really in good mood. So I hope I get a good points. I don't know. I don't care about the result. I just want to play a good game. That's it.
Mehdi, before letting you go, I want to ask you, you're playing so great in the A tournament.
Yes.
But I saw that you're also on the top of the leaderboard in the pentathlon. Tell us more about it. Have you played in all of the events? Blitz, Bullet,
yes,
everything?
I played, yes.
Oh my God. How do you find time to play all of it and prepare so well?
It's really hard. It's kind of really hard because I'm also playing in the top boards. Because classical, it needs, good energy, and it's really hard. I mean, it's not professional, for example, to play like me, grandmaster, to do this, but I just play. I don't care.
You're just having fun.
Yeah, I'm just here for fun, and I'm enjoying the time here. That's it.
So only Rapid is left, or also will be Fisher Random, or?
Rapid just finished today. I don't know.
Did you win Rapid?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Fisher Random, I think, is tonight.
Fisher Random. Okay, so that's the only thing which is left for you.
Yes.
to get the pentathlon title.
Yes.
I have also one question to you, because not only you're playing pentathlon, so playing classical, blitz, bullet, rapid. Tonight will be Fisher Random, but also you're playing online tournaments. Yesterday you played some tournaments. Please share us about this more, because you're focusing not only all these events which are happening here, but also online.
Yes, I'm enjoying playing. That's it.
So basically, what do you do in your free time? Play chess all the time.
Yeah. It's crazy, yes. So when I'm free, sometimes I just open like leashes or chess.com, doesn't matter. I just play. That's it.
Just play it.
Yes.
All right, Mehdi, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
Best of luck to you for the rest of the rounds. And hope to see more of your brilliant games.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And now, dear viewers, let's head back to Fiona, who prepared a lot of streamers there to discuss their games.
Hello, folks. I am here with Matt Pritchard and Anushka Narasani, who just drew their game. Very, very tense game, because these two are the best of friends, training partners, and I'm doing this interview because I basically work with them both as like their coach. So a very difficult game for me as well to follow. My heartstrings were definitely tugged. So, guys, let me ask you, what did it feel like to play your friend?
Before the game started, it was nerve-wracking, and I remember when the pairings came out, I felt literally sick to my stomach. Like I felt like I was going to throw up, because it felt like there was no good result. And usually when I sit down at the board, I really hate my opponent, and the idea of Matt hating me or me hating Matt was so painful to think about that I almost didn't want to play. But as soon as I sat down at the board, actually, I had a great time because usually when you're playing like a random opponent, you don't know if they're gonna, like have any weird habits or smell bad or whatever. But he's Matt, so I know he smells okay, and and I like sitting next to him generally. So it was just like a pleasant game. And I was nervous like chess wise. I knew it was going to be an exciting game, and that's all I really cared about, because Matt likes exciting chess, and so do I. And he's very strong. I train with him, so I know how strong he is. So I was a little nervous, but I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
Yeah, and Matt, how did you sleep last night with the pairing?
Terribly, horrendously. I barely got any sleep. I was just nervous. I had never played like someone who's like a close friend before, and yeah, like Anushka said, no good result. Feels like it comes from it, and I was kind of bummed. Yeah, just felt bummed in general.
Yeah, it's very hard to play your friends in chess because it's like a no-win situation. Either you win the game and then you feel bad for them, or you lose the game and you feel bad for yourself. So, I mean, my advice to you guys was to just make a draw. But, as the coach, that would have been the best result for me. But you guys bravely decided to fight, and I got to say, you guys are more professional than a lot of top players out there who would make a draw in your situation when they're playing a friend. Very, very well-known stuff. Okay, well, let's maybe take a look at the game. Matt was playing white.
Yep.
So we had e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4. And the interesting thing here is that you guys basically both played your main repertoire. You didn't decide to surprise the opponent. What was the thinking with the opening?
Well, I did a pre-confessional ahead of the game as well, and I actually think I made this decision because I thought we'd get the most tense game between the two of us, because I know Anushka knows this really well. I played against her. She's really tough in this, and I wanted to have a game that was really challenging. I thought that if I played something random, I would probably actually have better chances to win if we were just in a completely unknown position. So I decided that I wanted to have a good game that was instructional for both of us. And we definitely got that.
Cool. So we got Knight-Erf, which is Anushka Blood Queen's main repertoire. And were you happy to have Knight-Erf?
Yeah, it's like honestly rare that I get a Knight-Erf, especially in English attack ever. I get a lot of like sideline Sicilians, so I was just very happy to finally get. I mean, I knew it would be mainline, and I knew it would be like very instructive.
Cool. Alrighty, so Matt, you played your famous English attack, right? Bishop e3. Here we have the move order. Just in case, e5, knight b3, bishop e7, f3, bishop e6, queen d2, and then h5, trendy move.
Yeah.
You knew this idea, of course.
Well, yeah, but I actually don't normally play h5. It was when I was like I was prepping for the game, and the only thing I prepared was Knight-Erf. I was like, if you play something random, then I'll just play chess. I'm not gonna like waste my time like looking at like c4, e5, and like just random stuff. But when I was looking at the Knight-Erf, I realized I was like watching like a video on it. Someone was like, yeah, and then here the move is h5, and I was like, h5. I've never played h5 before. No one told me the move is h5. So I've just been, I guess, behind the times.
Yeah. No, h5, I think it's a cool move. You stop white from playing g4, and actually game becomes more positional, so you're less likely to get mated as black. And yeah, okay, you've also seen this before, right?
I've seen it, but I faced it once, like a couple years ago. But when I was prepping for my tournament a few months ago, and the precursor to that, h5 was big on my prep in terms of like that is a key move. None of my opponents had played it, so I didn't really look too deeply, but I had played it once, and I played something like a3, which is not good, h3 in response, which is terrible, and I've just got to ignore it. So yeah, that's all I remembered pretty much, is like h5. I can either castle or stick my knight in the center, which is kind of what happened.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of theory here. Either knight d5 immediately, or you can castle first and then go play for knight d5.
But I thought this was the simplest move to play, and and it means that okay, there's a weakness over on this side of the board, and the center kind of gets locked up. I actually thought she was going to play bishop takes as well, but knight takes makes sense.
Yeah, I think, okay, as far as I know, let's say if the bishop was like back here, then I think it's very possible to take like this and go like g6, I think is pretty playable.
Yes.
But with the bishop already on e7, I'm not an expert here at all. But I think what black did is correct. So knight takes bishop f5, and queen is on d2. Yeah, let's see, white here castled, which I think is very logical. Knight d7, also logical.
I did also debate bishop e2 in short classes instead.
Yeah, totally possible. Like bishop e2, let's say like knight d7, and then castle short.
Yeah.
And
it's a chill game.
Chill. Yeah, sometimes, just one idea, sometimes white can go for like knight a5 in these positions, where like b6 is hard because knight c6.
Yeah, well, I was looking for knight a5. I didn't go bishop b2. I wanted knight a5, and this is why when I played bishop d3, I was like, that's super inaccurate. I went to confessional booth, and I was like, I made an inaccuracy because I really wanted knight a5 in our game.
But I'm not sure if knight a5 you can play with castle's queenside, because a lot of times the idea is to like play with c4, which of course is super risky if you're castle. So I think this is more connected with like kingside. Yeah. But bishop d3, actually, I'm pretty sure like there's theory here. Like I think there's games like Dominguez MVL or some random players.
Because I am aware of some stuff where if b5. Knight b6, then there's some knight a5 stuff, and you can actually sack the pawn. And actually, I thought this was the line that we were potentially going to go down if she took with the knight. But knight takes, queen takes, but then I get bishop c4 and a load of pressure.
So we had this bishop d3.
Yeah.
Black took. And Anushka, at what point were you in book?
So I don't know any of this. Like anything that you guys are saying, I'm like realizing that I need to probably study a lot more. I was just kind of like.
No, I'm asking because like you played all the right moves. Like bishop g5, I think is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
My friend Sarah Herman, also known as Zefcat, she like makes videos. So she used to play the Najdorf. And I remember her saying once, she like traded off dark squared bishops, and she was like, because I hit my head and I thought this is a Najdorf. So I was like, oh, this is a Najdorf, I must like trade my dark squared bishop. That was like the extent of my thought process. So I thought it was good.
No, I think it's absolutely correct. Shout out Zefcat. So bishop g5, king b1. Yeah, logical. Take. Castles.
Yeah, so my thing with castles, like, let me explain myself here.
Yes.
I didn't really know what was happening if I left my king in the center after f4. So, and I didn't know where else I was going to put my king other than like maybe like go king f8. But if they're going f4, then the f file is opening. So I really didn't want to play castles. It kind of felt like it was making this pawn bad. It was like inviting g4, h4, and stuff like that. But I didn't see, this is what I was scared of. Sam told me that this is fine because this isn't a threat. I saw that this isn't a threat because I take, but then like I was like, oh, like maybe there's something like you don't. It's not nice to have a pawn sitting on your face. So yeah, that was my thing. By castle.
Yeah, as your helper coach, I feel like you're seeing some ghosts. I think you could castle. I feel like it's okay. A lot of times Najdorf players, they like to play like rook c8 first if you don't have to castle. And Sam, who was covering your guys' game, I think he's correct. Like f4 doesn't really come with a lot of like you could castle here, for example. Okay. And then if fe5, your knight's very nice on e5. If f5, white's not really opening lines, so I don't think this. I think black could quickly become better here, like knight f6, queen f6, and then like rook c4. Like you can easily take over. The knight on b3 is kind of out of play. Okay. So maybe that was like small improvement for black to start with rook c8, because see what white does. Because if he goes g4 here, it's a little early. That said, I do feel like this isn't that dangerous because you guys already traded off 3 minor pieces, and I don't quite see how you're getting mated. But Matt, you played g4 here, which feels very logical.
Yep. I wanted to stop f5 stuff as well, so I went g4 instead of h4 first as well, because I thought g4 takes, like f5 I wanted to guard, and then I also wanted g5 as soon as possible, so I can restrict the knight. Not that the knight necessarily wants to go here, but then there's some f6 plans maybe, the problem is like, it's all kind of weak because of the h5 weakness you've created, and I guess that's the payoff of this kind of line. It's like there's some weaknesses to deal with. But I was and essentially that's what led to a lot of my play and maybe me kind of self-imploding a bit later, is because I was really, really worried about creating Anushka creating a pass pawn. That was like what I was, and I thought I didn't have any pass pawns, and if she consolidates, I thought I would just be lost in the endgame.
Oh wow.
That was my general way of thinking. I don't know whether it's right or correct, but yeah, I was very worried about this pawn pushing and then having some pawns.
Well, I think you are right to be afraid of an endgame here as white, because black can often be better in the endgame, but I'm not sure there's a way black can really force the endgame. So basically it's up to you to just kind of keep the queens on. Okay, g4 black took.
Yep. Take.
Fg, very logical. Rook c8, also logical. G5, makes sense. What happened next? Rook c4, looks good.
So I'm trying to defend this way because I'm seeing queen h3 happening, or like a bunch of the major pieces coming in. So I want to either block the files, or if queen h3 happens, or after g6, then maybe I have rook h4 blocking. And if I can trade off one pair of rooks, then maybe I don't die immediately. Also, in my confessional booth, I said this, but I was like, I'm dead here. I feel like I'm gonna die. I think I'm worse for sure, but he still has to do it. He still has to checkmate me. But essentially, I thought I was lost.
Yeah, maybe bit of pessimism. I don't know. To me, it seems I'm not even sure if I'd prefer black or white in this position.
I went in and I was like, I don't like my position. In all of my confessionals, I was like, when I played g4, I was like, I think I'm actually slightly worse. Yeah, and it's funny. I'd be interested to see your confessions on the position when my confessions in parallel.
Yeah, but so far, I don't know. I think very logical game. So
I went knight d2.
Knight d2.
Knight first, but then I wanted knight e4, which I end up not playing, and essentially this is the turning point where I didn't play knight e4 after.
Yeah, but makes sense to improve your knight from b3.
Oh. Yeah, and I thought knight e4 also covered c5 and then f6 as well, and it's a much better square. Because after this and this, I thought, yeah, this is good. But after she did play this, I played this for some reason.
And now black gets knight c5? Is that what happened?
No, black gets f5.
f5. f5 is pretty thematic, yeah.
Covering e4, and then if takes, then I was just going to take with the knight, and then I still cover e4. Just trying to bring things over to the side and not die. From the time that I played rook c8, I thought I was playing only moves.
Typical, neither. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like this. You got all the control.
Yeah.
If black takes, then you're very safe. You're probably
Get the boys in the center. Yeah.
probably not getting mated.
I did take.
So take. Well, maybe you have to. I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, I actually thought about rook f1. Again, threats, and what are you doing with your rooks? Because then I can double the pawns and things like that. And then I thought, well, it's kind of solid, but I didn't see how anyone was breaking through. And again, I'm worried that there's passed pawns that are suddenly going to be problematic.
Yeah, now the endgame, it's very, very scary.
Here I would probably take and then go
Probably
four
trade, yeah.
and, yeah. At least one pair of rooks is gone.
Right.
That's me. Yeah.
So taking's probably right, so that you're not, dealing with this. Knight takes.
Yeah.
And so I had calculated a bunch of stuff here, and I was going to go rook cf1, and I ended up just playing a really weird move because there's some pins on knight takes e4. So knight takes e4, queen b3 takes. Oh, whoops.
There again. So take, knight
yeah.
f1.
Knight f1, and then you can't defend this knight.
Queen a5.
Queen e1. Yeah.
Lucky.
No. Okay, so that doesn't work.
But thematic idea.
I missed queen
sure.
e1 for sure.
Yeah.
So I thought I might have something there, but I flat out blundered. And then I was in some real trouble. Was that? No.
Let's see, rook d1. This guy's.
Yeah.
No, this was traded.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And pawn on d5.
And the pawn on d5. Yeah. Because I also thought about queen b3 straight away, and other moves, but everything felt quite dire. Yeah.
So Knight F1 played,
Knight F1 was crazy.
and now Black lands Knight G4.
Yeah.
So I will say first that the first thing I saw in this position is that I take a pawn.
Knight D5.
Yeah, and then you take this, but then after they can go Queen B3 and pin you.
So Knight D5, Queen B3 immediately.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Knight is well placed to come in. And
There's nothing I can do after Queen B3 because Queen A5 doesn't work. So so I ruled that out. But then at the very least there's this, and then you can't defend the fork.
No, Knight G4. Yeah, very nice. I just saw a fun line. If you did take Queen B3, Queen A5. Queen takes D5 is bad. Trade, you get mated. But Rook takes D5. You have the old call an ambulance, but not for me. Rook D1 check. Blackman, so that's
but
nice.
do I not just have Knight E3 anyway? Like after Queen A5, then I have Knight E3.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Much easier.
Yeah.
But Knight G4, I mean, that's... you missed this one?
Huge. Well, no, my move orders were my move orders were not right. I went into the confession move and I was like, I don't know why I played Knight F1. I meant to play like Rook F1 and then Knight F. But yeah, the only way I saw out was actually just to a queen for 2 pieces, and then I've got activity on the G file. And I mean, it's not out. Like the only way to just keep playing anyway and have a game was Queen G3.
Yeah, now Knight F2 happens, I believe.
Yeah.
Queen
Knight
G.
F2 and then Rook G1.
Rook G1.
Right, mate, and then
Rook G4.
The coordination is just really nice for black. And so I think this is my best option.
Otherwise you lose the rook.
Yeah.
I've seen in the game. Yeah. And then this is what I said in the confessional booth too. And then I went to the confessional booth and I was like, okay, I need to calm down. I need to lock in. And then I went back into the board, and I think like psychologically, I just kind of like felt terrible. And I was like, well, I just want this game to be over as fast as possible, actually. And then,
How many times did you guys visit the confessional?
Oh, a lot.
a lot.
Like
For this
4 or
game,
5
a
times
lot.
maybe. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, this point feels like black should be winning here. Did you think you're winning on the board?
Yeah, I thought I was, but I like didn't definitely didn't play very accurately because I just wanted. Yeah, I thought basically anything was winning, but I underestimated the counterplay.
Right. So, yeah, eventually, the game ended up in a draw. There were some adventures which people can check out from the live game. But now it's over, guys. You played each other. Still friends?
Yep.
I think Matt's more upset than I am. This was a great result for me.
Is that true, Matt? You're bummed about the draw?
I'm not bummed about the draw. If anything, I'm ecstatic about it, given the position I was in. Like, to feel like I got away with a draw is always a good feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of fair result. Like you're winning, but it couldn't convert, but you were happy with the draw overall. Personally, I'm very happy you guys drew. You guys drew a full game, so you even played a full game, real game, and then it was a draw anyway. So it was like pretty instructive. So what's one thing you learned from this game?
Next time I play Anushka, I'm not playing the Knight off.
Don't go into the Knight. Yeah. What about you?
Wait, I don't understand that. My Knight is not good, but okay. Probably like whether you're playing a friend or anyone, like just make sure that you don't ever like let up, and you always try to find the most accurate moves. Even if you like think. I think there was like a moment where it was like perpetual, and then like it could have like my king could have gotten away, but I just kind of like, as soon as I thought it was the position could be a draw, I was like, oh, draw is a great result. Like for me and Matt, this is exactly what we wanted last night, and then I like turned my brain off. So never stop thinking.
Cool. Okay, now how many points are you guys on?
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5 each. Cool. Alrighty. Well, 3 more rounds to go. Best of luck to you both. Hopefully you don't play another one of... We have many friends here, so hopefully you don't play another.
This is the worst possible pairing.
Yeah.
Anything else is like okay.
Yeah. Because we train together and stuff, so like that makes it like
So hard to play a training partner. Yeah, they know you really well. You don't want to beat them. No, it's absolutely brutal. All right, folks, that does it for this segment. We are going to throw it to a video. There was a MasterChef contest earlier today at the tournament, so you'll check out the highlights from that. Stay tuned.
Las normas serán que primero os daremos una receta a cada equipo y el primero que acabe tendrá una receta extra, ¿vale?
I am very nervous.
So we need tuna premix, prawns and mango dice, lime, soy sauce. We have some sauce probably, cold fish stock.
Yeah. If you need it, I find it. I will look for it.
Red onion, wakame seaweed, tonka bean ice cream. Wow. It's going to be fun.
Easy peasy.
Please, please. ¿Vos?
Yo.
El tuyo es este.
Okay.
De calamata, ¿eh?
Pimienta negra.
Soy sauce aquí.
No, la verificación.
Perfecto.
You can do second.
Cada en medio forman una bola y alrededor el resto de ingredientes en ramequines. Picar, no, hay que picar el atún, perdón. Y picamos en
Sí, en cubitos pequeños.
Eso con pimienta y aceite, lo vamos...
So fast.
Yeah, of course. We are rushing it. We are destroying our opponents. Oh.
Yo creo que ya está, yo ya no le pondría nada más, que si no... ¡Hola, qué bonito! ¡Oh, qué chulo!
Aquí los días me está llamando el
¡Oh, increíble! Esto hace una semana no pasaba, ¿eh? La pera, ¿eh? Sí, sí, esto hace una semana no pasaba y ahora está pasando. Una semana de cocina. De taller de cocina. Lo que se aprende aquí en Sitges. Toda mi gente va a estar muy orgullosa de mí. Sí, sí, esto lo estoy haciendo yo. Gracias. Una semana dura de trabajo.
Wow.
Marinated tuna dice in ponzu sauce with yuca chips and tonka bean ice cream.
Oh la la.
Ooh la la.
Enjoy.
Wow.
Because we did everything but the ice cream.
Sí, tiene malvasía, perrins, mostaza, yema.
Y si quitamos la cosa blanca porque así no nos atacamos.
So we have to make cappuccino for you.
Yeah.
Hay mucha cosa blanca.
Last one.
And final touch.
Oh.
In the hall.
Más parejo.
Está perfecto. Vale, perfecto.
Ahora lo limpiamos con un papel, no pasa nada. Sí.
Después usar esto.
Era solo para hacer.
Are you happy with your dish?
Yes, I'm very happy. I'm so proud.
Very good.
Welcome back to the studio, dear viewers. It's round 7 of the Sunway Sitges International Chess Festival, and I'm joined by one of the co-leaders of the event, Jules Moussard. Jules, you have already been to the studio, but now you're leading again. How are you feeling today after this victory?
Feeling good. I played, last time I came was for the other Kazakh kid.
Yes, and now the other kid.
Yes. Okay, so this one, I'm big fan of my opponent.
Here are the results of the round. By the way, most of the games have already finished. The draw on the first board of the leaders before this round, Shushanyu against Lidi. And now you're catching up, as well as Mehdi. So 4 of you are current leaders with a huge pack with 5.5 players behind you.
Okay, good.
So
good to know.
Good to know, of course, that you're leading.
Yes.
Coming into this round, I mean, of course, you know that Roman is the youngest international master in the world, like to become an international master, beating the record of Faustino Oro. You know, how did you prepare? How did you approach this game?
I played against him in May. In the World Rapid and Blitz, you know, the team Rapid and Blitz.
Was it before he became international master?
I don't know, because at that time, you know, I didn't know who he was. So I played against him without knowing that he was so young and so good. And
how did it go?
He drew easily with black in Rapid.
Crazy. So now you already knew?
So now I know, of course. Now I know, and I prepared, you know, a bit more. And so I played this. I checked in the database. He didn't have any game after knight f6. So I saw that he always played the same lines as white, like first e4, then always Rossolimo. So I wanted to surprise him a little bit with knight f6. So he knew what he was doing. He played very fast until like this moment where he played, I think, knight h4.
1 second. So
so here b5, you have to stop knight c4.
So not to allow
exactly. And I cannot go bishop e6, because if I want bishop e6, then knight g5 was on the
of course.
And I will lose one of my bishops. So I want to keep everything solid, so I take some space, a4. And here I thought castle was a bit inaccurate, maybe. No, for me.
Sorry.
Yes.
For you. Okay.
I thought maybe queen e7 was a bit more smart. The idea, E.
Sorry, queen.
Sorry.
Queen
E7. Yes. My idea was to stop this plan of going knight h4 and f4. Maybe, you know, because in the game that's what he tried to do, and I don't think I was precise. Okay, castle.
Because now knight h4.
Because my knight on f6 is protected now. That's the point.
That's the whole point.
Because on knight h4 I want to go g6. You know. And now he cannot go f4, because I will take. Yeah,
because now this pin doesn't work any longer.
Yes. Okay, now I cannot take it.
Okay, now not,
Okay, whatever.
Okay, so you went castle, and then you realized this idea.
Yes, more or less. And knight h4, I was not sure what to do. Because now g6, f4, I didn't like that so much.
So how to defend rook e8?
Yeah, rook e8, but you never know if he wants to go f5 or if he can steal castle. I don't know, it's just hard to play, I think, for black in practical play.
Of course. So
I just thought I will play fast. That was my plan, because I will never understand what to do.
Because he spent also 20 minutes in this position?
He spent a lot of time, yes. Because for him it's also not easy to play. So rook e8, okay, he castle, knight d7. Usually, as black, you want to put the knight on f6 on d4. So you want to go to d7, then f8, then e6. Then it's a long way, but position is blocked, so you have time.
Yeah, and also if he ever kicks you, d3 will be weak. So
yes, and the bishop on b2 will be dead. So that's usually the plan. But knight d7, he went knight f5, and here I think maybe knight f8 was more
precise.
Maybe yes.
Continue the plan.
Continue the plan, ready to give up the bishop on d6, but it's not that bad. Because I went bishop f8, I tried to be very maximalist.
Did you want to keep the bishop here?
I wanted to keep the bishop and one day to maybe kick the knight on f5.
With g6?
With g6, yes. With my bishop
your dream.
My dream. But my dream is my dream.
Of course.
And the
we can all dream, but...
Yes. And here I thought he should play f4. And after f4, I mean, it's a huge mess. Because I cannot take on f4, because you have cute tactic.
is there some take or knight h6?
Exactly, knight h6.
Wow, beautiful.
And
So
I
if
cannot
you
take because I'm getting mated, and I have to go to h8, but then I'm losing.
Yes. Then you're losing on f7,
And then it's catastrophic.
Okay. So then after f4, do you have to play?
I wanted to play f6, but it's very unpleasant. Queen g4, any move. It's very unpleasant.
Yeah, your knight doesn't really have squares, and if it goes to b6, and it's in the other.
It's not participating.
Not very.
Normally, my knight should be on
d4.
Yeah, on e6 or.
Yeah, on e6.
No, I'm not in time, so I was not sure what to do after
f4.
F4. Yeah, I was not sure at all. I could be the g6, maybe. But then queen g4.
King h8.
But king h8, you don't want to run into the big pin again. No, that's very hard to play. I don't know.
Knight f6 doesn't work.
Queen g5. I mean, it's huge pressure on me.
Big pressure.
Big pressure.
So have you were very afraid already in this position?
Yes.
When you played bishop f8?
Yeah, I thought I will find something, but when you spent some time, I didn't find any pleasant plan for me after.
But he also didn't go f4.
He didn't go f4. He played queen e3 with the idea of meeting g6 with knight h6. Because he wanted to keep the knight on f5. But then queen e3 is a bit slow. It gave me some time to go knight b6.
So first you played f6?
No. Yes, I played f6.
And then knight b6?
And then knight b6. And now I get some counterplay. My knight is not going to d4, but it will help going c4, pressure on the queen side. Because normally white wants to play on king side and black on the queen side.
Also, the bishop is a bit open. Queen is participating in defense in some moment. Very useful.
Queen can come back to f7 to defend the king.
So very dynamic position was for him, and he had to strike immediately.
Exactly, So he went g4, which is typical plan, because this is very, very similar to Berlin, the Berlin, anti-Berlin, when you take on c6 and then you play this closed position. It's very similar. And in this structure, you want to go g4 and rook g1 and g5 and mate.
And checkmate. In
so
20 moves.
Yes. So now I went c4. It's very logical
of
to
course,
get some counterplay.
You have to do something.
He took, rook g1, c5. To gain the c6 square for the queen. So now, after g5, I wanted queen c6 to get some play on the diagonal, And I was calculating all these sacks, like knight g7 doesn't seem to work. Knight h6 also didn't seem to work. Yeah, I take queen f6.
Yes.
f4. And here I thought rook a7 was precise.
Oh, finally the rook is joining the game, defending everything.
Yes.
And then basically you're taking on the e5 if you take?
Yes. I'm just sacking the rook. And here I thought I'm doing fine.
Yes.
There is also another sack. He can sack on h6. But here I take king f7, and I didn't see anything. But sorry, take on f6. Not take on h6.
Not this here.
King f7, and I'm going to recapture with queen on f6. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, no, so everything is defended. g7 is defended.
Yes.
Okay, looks interesting. Of course, very sharp, and your king is under attack, but
exactly,
you have to calculate
that's
so
why
many
I spent
lines.
some time. I spent like 10 minutes playing c5. Because I have to be precise. If not, I can still get mated.
Of course.
But here he blundered the game with knight c4. Not blundered the game, but blundered
advantage.
Blundered advantage, yes. Because I take, and he completely missed this idea of going g6 for me.
Oh, and now knight h6 is not working.
You can play knight h6, but I will take. And here I have very good move that he missed, queen b7.
Oh, and now your idea of this opening the diagonal is
exactly,
working out.
Yes.
So probably he wanted to go for this line, but then he realized it's not working. So
and here he just collapsed, because he should have went knight h4, I think. And it's not so bad for... I mean, I thought it was bad with queen f7. I see computer says bar is in the middle. I don't understand why, but looks very bad.
Computer always finds something, probably. But okay, looking at the pawn structure, of course.
I mean, to me, it looked very bad for white. But okay, maybe I'm missing something.
Maybe because position is not so open for your bishops. It's not.
Yeah, but I thought all the pawns are weak, and I didn't believe he will have any attack.
Yeah, because you play bishop a6 basically next, and you're capturing the pawn.
But maybe in fact he can go f3, take g5 at one point. Yeah, maybe not so clear. Here, f5 I have here. He's pinned on h4. Okay, still the game. But he tried to justify the plan, so he went queen f3. But no, I mean, I just take.
So what would you say, like, which advice would you give to the viewers and to everyone? Like, if you see, like, for example, this position, okay, you cannot go with knight h6 as you planned, but queen f3 also, you don't see continuation there, then...
Yeah, it's very tricky, because usually, let's say after knight h4, if you evaluate the position as being very bad, positionally bad, I think you should try to all-in almost, try to, basically what he did in the game. But what he did in the game just doesn't work. So it's hard to give general advice. But in general, I think when you feel like you're losing the control, you should all in.
All in.
And try to
so probably he
take a mess up the position.
Yeah, so probably he thought that position was completely like awful, and then he decided to
Yes, because we analyzed, and I said, okay, we analyzed for 1 hour. So
1 hour?
Yes, yes. So I said knight h4, but he did like this. He doesn't speak English, so he did this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
And I agreed with him. I thought position was bad after knight h4.
So you agreed that knight c4 was like the
big mistake.
Big
yes.
mistake.
Big mistake. Yes.
So yeah, and I hear how safe you were that you are going to defend everything, because still it's attack against the king and he's doubling.
Here I know I'm winning. Because I cannot believe white attack is enough. I have my pieces are still covering my
The bishop is not working.
Bishop not working for now. And also I have all the light squares. And the king is on h1, so I have always some play with my bishop. But still, I had to be precise, and I'm lucky I had a lot of time. I had like 50 minutes maybe. So I play king h8, of course. Here, bishop a6. Okay, 3. Take, free pawn. Queen f7.
The pawn is a pawn. Okay,
yes.
now.
So he can win the queen, but position is hopeless.
Of course, yeah.
If he goes rook g8, my king will be so safe.
Yes.
Incredibly safe.
Of course.
I take with bishop or king.
Doesn't matter.
And then bishop g7 if I need, and my king is like the safest king in the universe.
I think he also had a game against Jennifer, where there was 2 rooks against the queen, and he won easily, like with the attack.
Yes.
Okay, so queen h4.
Queen h4, rook a6, because now he wanted to go rook g8 and maybe take on f6. You know, so I defend on.
Okay, of course. Now it's all
I
defended.
defend here, yes.
And also rook is working now.
Yes.
Okay, so bishop c1.
Bishop
He's
c1.
trying bishop f6.
Yes. And here I'm lucky. I'm not lucky, but I'm glad I found this idea to go rook d6. And if he goes bishop h6, I take, and bishop e2. And I stop rook g7 with bishop e2. Because now I have bishop f3.
Bishop f3.
My idea is to go rook d1 and trade.
So double attacks would say bishop f3 is stopping the rook g7 and rook d1 is also coming. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great find.
So he went. He played queen g4, which is a good try. Because now I don't have bishop e2 anymore. Yes. And he wants h4, h5, h6 and...
Checkmate.
I don't know, somehow. So I play rook d4, no, rook d8, played h4, now rook d4. So I want to take on e4.
Bishop d5.
If he goes h5, I take on d4, e4. So he goes rook h2, and now I have this plan of going bishop d5. I force f3, and now I go back. And this way I'm winning some squares. I want rook d1, because I could not get anywhere with my rooks.
Of course.
Now I provoke this, I go rook d1, and here, okay, it's just, now it's over.
Yeah, now it's just...
Yeah, now it's...
Just a piece is a piece, and
well,
just the last moves here in the position. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, very beautiful game. Of course, like there was some ups and downs, some mistakes, obviously, but of course it's very tough to play against such young player, always playing against kids. And now you're...
My plan, I came to the game thinking I'm not playing a kid, I'm just playing someone who is 2400.
Yeah.
Whatever if he's kid, because if you think that he's a kid, then you're...
Then you scare yourself.
Yes, it's over.
Oh, wow, that's definitely it. So you had so far 2 draws and all the rest of the games you won. How satisfied are you with your performance and generally with chess which you're delivering?
I think mostly the games are fine. That's most important. Because if you have 6 out of 7 but you're lost and it's like this, I'm not happy, but
Of
now
course.
I'm playing fine, so it's good.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
definitely
yes.
great. And I wanted to ask you, what did you do? Because yesterday we didn't meet, we didn't chat. So what did you do during your rest day to, come back and to win such a beautiful game?
I think I just
rested, just relaxed.
Very chill day. Yes, didn't do anything.
Okay.
Not even prep.
Not even prep,
No,
yeah?
I think we did a lot of studies.
Oh.
A lot of studies, like 3 hours of studies, 3-4 hours. So yeah, it worked.
Definitely. And okay, one more question about the location of the tournament. How much do you enjoy, walking at the
really,
beach?
I'm coming here every day. Not every day. Every day also, but every year.
Every year.
So I really like the place.
Which time are you participating here?
I don't know, 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Wow.
Yes.
Every year
Every
after
year.
another.
Every year.
Once you discover Sitges, you cannot stop coming here.
Exactly, and every year I'm playing worse and worse because first year I finished second.
Because weather was good, right? We were discussing it.
Exactly,
weather was
the sun.
good.
The sun.
The
big
this
sun
is a
was
problem.
there. Yes.
But I heard that next days are going to be very rainy.
Rainy.
Yes. So I think then it means that you should play better.
Okay. Which good news. Good news. Okay.
But anyway, good luck to you.
Thank
and
you.
Hopefully
And I want to say that
yes,
I'm big fan of my opponent. Very good player, and I think he will be very, very strong.
Do you think he's going to become the youngest grandmaster in the world? Tough to say, yeah?
Tough to say because, he's incredibly good. When I was analyzing, I felt like he was already a GM. Yes. So, if he keeps playing like he's playing and, walking and doing everything right, he will be very strong. Because he has also the attitude and the nerves. He has everything.
Yeah, whenever I was in the playing hall, looking how he's playing, he was not playing like a kid,
No,
like
he's
a
not
10-year-old.
He's very
focused.
Very focused. Positional also. Usually the kids are very tactical. He's also very tactical, but he likes playing positional chess. You can see.
And solid. Yeah?
Yes. So I'm very impressed.
Okay, thank you so much, Jules, for sharing these thoughts and on the Roman and also on your game. And best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I hope we are going to chat more
Thank
next
you.
days.
See you.
And now, dear viewers, we are heading to Fiona, who is having another guest in the analysis room.
Hello and welcome back. I'm delighted to be joined once again by woman grandmaster Jennifer Yu. Jennifer, we last talked a few days ago, the day before the rest day. You were saying you were hoping to get some stronger opponents. You then drew against Dai Shangren, and today you beat a 2400 plus player. So I imagine you've been quite happy.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot happier with my results now. I think I'm getting back into the groove. Like usually, I'm a pretty streaky player, so this is usually a good sign for me. But yeah, I think I just have to get over like the hump of like just always just like being able to win the lower rated, because that's always been the problem for me.
Have you found a way, because I feel so many players struggle with that, is there anything that you found useful to overcome that stumbling block?
I think this has been something I've been working at for like basically my entire life. I think some of it is partially psychological, which I realized, my tournament I played before this, that's where I got stuck on. It was always playing the people that were lower rated than me that I had the most problems. Like I was actually getting pretty good games against like GMs, but it was always the 2000s that were throwing me off. So I think some of it just came from, when you have a bad result, like the confidence afterwards. But yeah, I think this wasn't like a problem I had before, so it's just like something that's been happening since I stopped playing chess for a long time.
Okay, well, today you didn't have to worry about that because you were playing a higher rated position, and it was a very high rated opponent. That was a very fun game, so talk us through it.
Yeah, well, this game was a little, should I just like play it through? Yeah, I wasn't really expecting this move order, so I actually wasn't really sure what he was going for here. Like I thought he was going to play King's Indian or something, but against King's Indian, I would just do this. I was going to go, sorry, let's go back. I was going to go h4 here. So this is like, I just wanted to play something a little bit on the side. So when he played Bishop g7, I was like, how do I make this work? And then c5, d5, I think he played d6, and then I thought he was going to do like bishop 63 or something, I don't know. But then e4, e6. So I play h4 here because I was like, I hope you go knight f6 because then that just transposes. So that's what happened. And then, I mean, it's not like this is like something I know super well. I just really wanted to play this. But after all this, it's, yes. Oops, sorry, I'm like, move off, castles, h5, here, here, and then I started to forget everything as it goes. So,
is that a position where it can get tricky if you forget things, or did you feel you were comfortable enough with the ideas and the king on f1 is safe enough?
well, honestly, this wasn't like I like half expected this. Like I didn't really like look super in depth in this. So like I mean, I've also never played this before, but I just wanted to get an interesting game. Like I really liked my game yesterday where it was like the position was just all over the place. I don't think either one of us knew what was going on. So I was like, I kind of want something like that because it's just more fun to play. You know, I'm just been getting really bored with just like playing like a common and then maneuvering. So I was like, I just want to get a fun game. And then so I think this was it. And yeah, I mean, it was just like I wanted to play it somewhat aggressively too. Maybe there's some attack or something. Like I'm not too worried about the king. But like what happened is queen b6. And then I think here I was supposed to play b3. And there's like 94, some exchange attack ideas. But I remembered that, well, I also remember that here I think there were some lines where if they play 95, I go rook h4. So I was like, maybe, I don't want to play queen d2 because of 94, so I'll just do queen c2. And then after here, now I go queen d2, and then my rook is here defending c4, and then stopping 94. But this is really like, I spent a lot of time here. I was like, what is going on? I'm not sure what's happening. Because after a6, I was like, I don't really know what my idea is. So maybe the simplest would be probably just like knight h3 or something developing, but I really wanted to get this rook f4 idea to work. And, I have some ideas of taking on f6, going g4, and just trying to, trying to win, do some tactics. But there's also a lot of problems here you can run into just because, it's kind of weird to see rook on f4.
It's such an unconventional, I mean, it feels like the pieces have been thrown on the board almost randomly.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like this strangest artificial castle and you bring the rook around this way. But it's like, for some reason my king is somewhat safe, but it was like, there was a lot of complications with knight g4. So he played knight g4 with this one, but I was really worried about this knight to g4. I'm not sure how good it is, but the reason I was a little worried about this was because for a long time I was like worried about these f6 ideas, but I think I'm okay here actually, because I thought knight h3, f6 here, and then you're actually, I mean, everything's somehow protected on my side, and then next move I have king g1, f3, or something to kind of consolidate everything. But yeah, after knight g4 this way.
Did you feel relieved over the board when that knight jumped?
Well, I didn't think this one was as good, but maybe it is. I'm not sure what the evaluation is because it's so complicated. But I thought like after knight h3, like I didn't really see anything too dangerous here, so I was pretty happy with this. Especially after rook e5, and I think he missed king g1 here, which is I kind of get out of all of the knight checks because I want to play f3 now. And then, so if I play f3 here, then, I mean, there's a lot of problems. You can do knight here, and then takes on h3, but, king g1 first, and then now, like, bishop takes f3, bishop takes f6 is a threat. And then he played this move here. He played knight h5, which I didn't think was good, because of kind of what happened in the game. Rook takes here. Rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes b2. And then here I thought that this king is just too weak, and then my pieces are really active, and I should have like ever.
So what, you've given an exchange and a pawn?
No, I've just given a pawn here because
Wait,
I was up by a piece.
You were. What
was
am I
up by a
saying?
piece.
So
I was at the exchange, but here's when I got lazy, because I was like, well, I guess the position was here. I saw this earlier and I was like, okay, rook b1, and then I have so much activity. These pieces are a little. I mean, my pieces are a little awkward too, but I was like, I think mine are better. But here I messed up because I was like, rook takes b7, and then I have rook takes f7 threat. I was like, rook takes f7 is a threat, queen e7, like all of these are good. My king's not that weak right now, like this should be fine. But he found the best continuation, which actually gave me a lot of problems because my king is really weak. So I think I should play queen d7 here first, and then now I'm threatening rook takes b7, but also the queen comes out because what happened here. And then bishop e5 was a really good move because now this bishop comes out, threatening this king. But what really is the problem is that next move, f5 is coming, and then my queen is getting shut down. So after this, I'm not quite sure what the best way to go is. Because I played g3, and I did not like g3 after it. But if I don't play g3, I also... like f4, f4 doesn't seem like a good, like maybe it just is like rook b1 or queen d1, but I also don't want to go backwards. But I think it might be that because after g3, f5, I realized that like my original idea was to play queen e2, but I just blundered that after knight takes g3. I thought I could escape this perpetual, but this was like such a simple blunder. I just forgot that there's like literally mate here. So this is just perpetual. But there's also...
You wanted more, of course.
Yeah, but because I had I had a feeling that after like this whole thing with rook b1 that I should be better. And I think I am better, but it's just like I messed up with this. So I think this probably was the best way to go for him, because I think you have to take this. Otherwise, you don't have to go for perpetual too. You can play for something more, but I mean, it's probably going to be a draw. But yeah, I was thinking here whether I should do queen d1, because the idea is, knight takes g3, I have rook b3 now, which defends this. And then if queen takes c4, this is super complicated. And then the idea is like I'm stacking all my pawns. Yeah, but I was a little scared of this.
Because if he takes what, you're gonna go rook b8 and...
Yeah, so I thought rook b8, king f7, and then I think you go... I'm not sure, I think like like maybe just queen b6 or something. But
slow move.
Yeah, just something slow, or maybe rook b back to b6 and bring the queen up. And then I think like the computer says I'm fine here, and I'm like pushing, but I think it's super hard to sacrifice like 2 center pawns in the game without a
Because if you don't find it, you're just gonna be lost, right?
Yeah, so especially like when I felt like I was so in control before. So that's why I played queen e2. And then here he played...
So he didn't go for the perpetual.
So I don't know if he wanted something more. Because rook e8 makes me feel like he wanted something more, because now knight takes g3 is like a huge threat. But maybe he missed this move bishop f4, because now, after takes, like, I think positionally winning.
Funnily enough, I saw this position, I checked it with the engine, and it gives like +3 or something. I mean, just completely winning, and I thought it's interesting that with even material, that the evaluation is so... It's all to do with his king situation and the awkwardness of his pieces, or...?
Yeah, I think it's surprising, because also that this dark square bishop, you would think that it's like, even though this knight is drawn, that this bishop is also, a good protector and controls all these dark squares. But yeah, I think the problem is that you're kind of playing down my rook. The rook is, and then, I have these very easy ideas of like putting knight on e6 and then going for g4 like I did in game. But I think the rook is too, rook and pawn too active. So yeah, I mean, I was like happy that I like kind of had this feeling that like, I was... Yeah, I mean, I was pretty confident I was like winning here. So that's why I was really upset after this queen e2 thing happened. So I was really hoping for rook e8 actually.
And it happened. And here, I mean, shall we continue a bit, see how you wrapped it up?
Yeah, I think he played Queen A5 here, which is, you can feel like it's starting to get a little,
iffy.
Yeah, just because, like the problem is, I think he was scared of some like F4 tricks or something, but after 96, Queen A4, G4, oh wait, sorry, no, he got 96, he went Bishop F6 first, and then I went G4. Did I go G4 here? No, I played King G2 first, then Queen here, G4 takes...
The thing is, you have all the time in the world, which is quite nice. Right?
No, it's like, that's the problem, that they don't really have any ideas. Because I think here he wanted to take, but like, I thought this was nice, takes, I just go here, and it doesn't matter, you defend here, and then I always have like Rook G7 or something. And just like
very nice.
Right, just the pawn is too strong, and then so he ended up going this way to try to play this endgame. But I can like play so many different ways this endgame just because I feel like I'm playing up by like it's really hard to play here with black. So after this, it was pretty smooth.
Very nice game, and with that win, you moved to 5.5. You're only half a point behind the leaders. How do you feel with 3 rounds to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised about this, but I'm happy with the situation. I'm also happy because I always feel like the pressure to keep winning because I want to keep playing higher opponents. So, I still need to hold tomorrow just because I want to, keep playing up for the rest of the tournament. So I feel like that's been kind of my goal versus like, how many points should I get? I was like, I need to get a good result so I can play someone good.
Well, you'll certainly get a good opponent tomorrow. The pairings are probably out shortly. I'm gonna let you go. Just a final question. Last time we chatted was the day before the rest day. What did you get up on the day off?
I went inside Barcelona.
How was
it? It was fun. I went to Park Güell. So I've never been there before, and I mean I felt very touristy, but I mean it was really beautiful. It was also it's so warm here versus like in the U.S. like on the East Coast where I'm from. It's like freezing. So I'm really enjoying the weather here.
I'm also making the most of it before I have to return home. Jennifer, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on a beautiful game and best of luck for tomorrow. And we're going to go back to the studio, but as I run back, let's take a look at everything that's going on here. Angelica and I took part in the Gin and Tonic Masterclass yesterday. Let's check it out.
Today we work with Bombay Sapphire, Bombay Line, Seagrams, and MFX Tobin. Yeah? And the tonic is from Villanova, local tonic. To make it cold, the glass, really cold, yeah? So, we fill the glass with ice.
Should we do it like
So let's start with Bombay Sapphire. Yes, 5 Mississippi, no? With love. So the bubble will be, safe.
Okay.
Let's put this.
Here's
The tonic.
So that's the decoration.
Yes.
So we need to open it. Let's try. Not so easy as it seems.
Slowly.
Okay, now it's working. Is it good?
That's good, yeah. Perfect.
Like this.
See? And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Very
Lovely.
nice.
Good.
Cheers. Paying off.
Salut.
Santé.
Okay,
Chin chin.
Will we try?
Let's try.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice.
Do you want to try this?
Yes.
Let's change.
But it's
Different.
Yeah.
But
But I think
no,
there is
it's
less
a
alcohol.
set, huh?
We do the same things. taking out the water. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. It's good, you know, because in your house you will not have all these jeans.
Yes.
You just have one or two bags. But the good thing is you can play with them and mix with more
can add
ingredients.
strawberry.
Yes, now is the time to put the strawberry.
Depende de la ginebra que ponga o...
Depende de la ginebra que ponga. ¿Por qué? Porque el 6 grams va con canela y naranja. Entonces no cambia todo. Tenemos el Hendrix que va con pepinillo. Sí, entonces lo que más puedes jugar es un dry. Ahí puedes jugar con lo que tú quieras. Naranja, limón, fresa, frutos rojos. Lo que te guste.
And welcome back, dear viewers. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was my favorite side event. And what about you, Fiona?
Me too. I mean, I'd never prepared a gin and tonic the proper way, at least. So really fun. And just seeing the images, I mean, we're so lucky with the nice weather and all the activities on offer. So yeah, never a dull day. And that was certainly a fun activity.
Obviously, and also earlier today, there was a video shown from today. We had the Master Chef competition. It was extremely fun. I mean, Fiona, you were not joining, but you had another activity.
I had another job. Yeah, I was actually. If you saw the Master Chef video, I was behind the camera, and our usual cameraman Abel was hopefully seen in the video cooking with you.
How was it for you to be camera woman for a change?
I liked it. It was fun. I mean, I used to do a bit of vlogging, so but I never worked with this camera before. So yeah, it was fun, and I enjoyed watching you guys cook what looked like, I mean, I don't eat seafood, but it looked very pretty.
It was very nice and very tasty. We had so many beautiful meals. But talking about today's round 7, going into the round, we had 2 leaders.
Yeah.
At the end, we have 4 of them. Let's look at the results of today's round.
Yeah, so we had a draw on the top board between the 2 Chinese players, Zhu Zhangyu and Di Li, and that gave the opportunity to 2 players to catch up. They were both in the studio with you, so we were lucky enough to see both those games. Wins for Jules Moussard against, I mean, his 10-year-old opponent. It's so hard to believe. And for Madi Gholami Orimi from Iran. So all of them are now on 6 points and will be clashing tomorrow on the top 2 boards.
Absolutely. And also there is huge pack of 5.5 points players who are waiting for any of those players to lose to catch up with
Among
the rest.
them, Jennifer Yu, who I was just talking to in the analysis room. So shout out to her having a fantastic tournament and competing not just, you know, for the top women prize, but for the top prizes in the tournament. So go Jennifer.
Definitely amazing performance from her. And also we have some news from today. In the tournament hall, there is a new thing which you can do. Any of the players which is participating now can share his or her thoughts during the game. The confessional booths.
I'm so excited because usually confessional booths are only used at elite tournaments, so amateurs
not even usually, you know, only few tournaments.
Yeah, only a few tournaments. That's a good point. But here, if you're watching us, if you're playing in the tournament, it's on the top floor, just outside the main playing venue, so everyone can go in there. Today we already had a few people go in, so tomorrow we'll have some highlights to show you to see what, you know, players share during their games.
I think to me it would be a dream, you know, and also I think to you, because, you know, we get used to talk a lot about chess, and during the chess game you have to spend 6 hours not talking.
Although I have to say, for me, as someone who talks a lot, I always enjoy when I'm playing chess. It's like my timeout. It's like, okay, now I get to be quiet. So I don't know how much I would use it, but maybe. I think it's especially great for all the streamers we have here, that they can share their thoughts live with their audience who is watching their games.
Directly.
So I'm very curious, very excited that Box, as we call the confessional booth, open today, and tomorrow we'll have more to report.
Looking forward for more of the confessions tomorrow. And we have so many interesting openings on the board every single round. And I want to ask you, Fiona, what's your favorite opening?
My favorite opening, it's a little bit shameful, but it's the Grand Prix attack.
Oh, wow. So you like attack.
I learned the Grand Prix attack when I was very young. And it brought me great results, and I always had so much fun playing it. I don't play it in serious games any longer. At some point, I had to resign myself. But okay, everyone knows I'm playing it. But for online Blitz, it's still a great opening.
Still your choice.
It's still my first love, my forever love. What about you?
And I think in order to find out my favorite opening, you have to watch the video, which of course you prepared, Fiona. It was a nice video.
Yeah.
Fiona asked all the players to
as many as we could find. We asked them what their favorite opening is. So do stay tuned to find out. And Angelica, you and I will be back tomorrow.
Absolutely. The same times, the same place, 8 p.m. Central European Time. Tomorrow, round 8, closer to the finish line. So enjoy the video and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we are in the Sunway restaurant, and today we are going to be asking people what their favorite chess opening is. Come with me.
Right now, Joe Bava, London.
It is the Roy Lopez.
Let's say Trigorin.
As white, king pawn, e4, e5. Black, it all depends on my opponent. e4, e5, c4, c5.
E4, always.
In white, I will play King's Indian pawn. In black, I will play French.
Queen's Gambit.
Sicilian.
Queen's Gambit, alright.
It's the Trompowski.
Oh, the French. 100%. Don't even have to think.
I'm going to leak my prep. The Italian Gambit, who cares?
A Spanish with white and Russian and Petrov with black. Yeah.
French defense, yeah.
Italian, I think. It's a secret.
My favorite chess opening is the French defense. That's my favorite.
Caro-Kann with that.
Aliekin, of course.
The Sicilian defense.
The cow opening.
Well, I'm gonna be boring. Sicilian with black.
Spanish. Ruy Lopez.
Caro-Kann.
Can Sicilian.
No, Latvian Gambit.
Sicilian defense.
Same, I would say Sicilian.
Maybe D4.
Queen's Gambit.
King's Indian, probably.
Catalan.
Sicilian Najdorf.
King's Gambit.
Sveshnikov.
Grunfeld.
Joe Bava, London. Everyone knows that one.
I think Caro-Kann.
Catalan opening.
Queen's Gambit.